Hello friends, today our lab is regarding the control SSH and Telnet access. In this lab we will learn how to access the uh, network devices remotely by enabling SSH and Telnet servers on the devices. Here we have two sites, site A and site B. These two sites are connected with each other via this link of the routers. Here we have on site A, the network is 192.168.10.0, and on site B we have a network 192.168.20.0. The IP of this PC is 10.101 and IP of PC6 is 20.101. So boys, let's start our lab. This is our switch of site A. Let's start system view, host name, switch site A. Here we have VLAN 10. We will assign ports to first port of the switch to this VLAN. Interface gigabit 1/0/1. Port link type access. Port access VLAN 10. Similarly, our 48th port is connected with the router, which will be our trunk port. Interface gigabit 1/0/48. Port link type trunk. Port trunk permit VLAN 1 and 10. Interface VLAN interface 1. We will assign the IP address to this VLAN interface. IP address will be 192.168.1.1/24. We have assigned this IP address in order to access this switch remotely from any other uh, uh, system on the network. So we have assigned this IP address to our virtual interface of VLAN 1. Similarly, we can create another interface loopback 0. We can also assign an IP address to this interface as well. IP address say we assign 10.10.124. Okay, quit. Now we will enable OSPF on this switch as well. OSPF 1 area 0 network. Here we have two networks. One is loopback interface and other one is this visual interface of VLAN 1 network 10.10.10.0. Similarly, network 192.168.1.0. Done. Now we will configure our user interface VTY 0 to how many 0 to 63. Okay, say we have 4. Now here we have the option authentication mode scheme, and what options we have here? We have service, no. user role level, say we assign level 5. Okay, then we have protocol inbound SSH. Okay, done. We will create public key, also public key, local, create RSA. By default, it will create key of encryption 1024. It is done now. Local user. Say we create a local user with username admin1 and password will be simple root at the rate 123, and we have some other options here as well. Service type will be SSH. We have user ID with admin1 and it has the service type SSH. Okay, we create another user, local user, say admin2, password simple root at the rate 321, and service type will be telnet. Okay, now we have the option of SSH server enable, telnet server enable. Then we will create ACL, ACL advanced 3001 rule permit IP source 192.168.10.101. Permit TCP source 192.168 10.101. Zero source port. Destination will be 192.168.1.1 and port equivalent to 22. We have options here. Okay, A22. We will apply this ACL on our servers, Telnet and SSH servers. SSH server ACL 3001. Okay, now we will configure our router. Control C, system view, host name, router, site A, interface gigabit 0/1, which is connected with the 48 port of switch of site A. IP address will be 192.168.1.2, which is the IP address of visual interface of VLAN 1 on this switch. Interface gigabit 0/1.10. VLAN type is .1q and VLAN ID is 10. IP address will be 192.168.10.1.255.255. Interface gigabit 0/0. IP address will be 1.1.1.24. This is the interface 0/0, and IP address has been assigned as 1.1.1.1. And now OSPF 1 area 0 network 1.1.1.0, sorry, and wildcard mask network 192.168 1.0, temporary network 192.168.10.0, and another network 10.10.20.1, 20.0, which will be our loopback interface. Now let me create the loopback interface loopback 0. IP address is 10.10.20.1. Done. Okay. SSH server enable, telnet server enable, public key local create RSA, done. And user interface VTY 0 to 4, and authentication mode will be scheme, and user role will be level 5. What else? Done. Okay, then user local user will be admin 1, and password simple root @123, root @123.456, and protocol service type will be SSH, Okay, now service type has been assigned as SSH. Quit local user admin 2 password simple root at the rate 12345 6. Okay, service type is telnet. Quit uh, user interface VTY 024 protocol SSH protocol inbound SSH. Okay, protocol inbound all for both telnet and SSH. Similarly, a user interface VTY 024 024 protocol inbound all done. Okay, now we will configure ACL. ACL advanced 3001 rule permit TCP source 192.168.10.101 and destination as 110.10.20.1 0 test source and then source port 20.1 destination port equivalent 22 SSH server ACL save. Okay, done. Save. Let me check whether I am able to access these two switches. Ping 10.10.10.1. Yes, it is accessible. Similarly, 20.1 accessible. Now let me SSH. SSH was enabled for 192.168.1.1 admin 1. Yes, we are able to access our switch site A. Now let me check whether I am able to access this switch via this IP as well. Admin 1. No, you can see that it has been denied. Let me show you. Yes, I am able to access this switch through Telnet, as we have also enabled Telnet access on this switch as well. Admin 2 was the user for Telnet and root at the rate 321. Yes, this is the first portion of the network. Now let me show you whether I am able to access this router as well or not. SSH 10.10.20.1 admin 1 root at the rate 123456. Yes, I'm able to access the router as well. Now SSH 192.168.1.2 admin 1. I'm not able to access this switch as we if we check here, you can see that uh, admin through this disconnected from the server, logged out. All these accepted. EP admin logged out, logged in from this, admin logged out from this, disconnected. Okay, let me telnet it. Telnet 192.168.1.2. Yes, I'm admin and admin user is admin2 root at the rate 123456. Okay, let me show you what will happen if I'll try to telnet with admin 1. Telnet 192.168.1.2 admin 1 root at the rate 123456. It is not accepted because our user for the telnet is admin 1 admin 2 and admin 1 is the user for our SSH access. This is how you can configure the controlled SSH and Telnet access on the routers and switches of HPE or H3C. Now let me complete my configuration. Here in these two devices I will only configure SSH. System view, host name, router IP, interface 0/0 gigabit 0 IP address is 1.1.1.2 interface gigabit 0/1 IP address is 192.168.2.2 interface gigabit 0/1.20 will be the VLAN. VLAN type .1Q VID 20. IP address will be 192.168.20.1 255.255.255.0. Quit OSPF 1 area 0 network 192.168.20.0 and network will be 1.1.1.0 255. Okay, now network will be 20.20.20.1 or our loopback interface, which I'll define shortly. Interface loopback 0 IP address 20.20.20.24 OSPF 1 0 undo network 20.20.20.1 network 20.20.20.1 0 public key local create RSA done SSH server enable. Then we will configure local user admin 1 password simple root @ 1 2 3 4 5 6 and then service type will be SSH and it is done. User interface PTY 0 to 4 and here is authentication mode theme, then protocol bound SSH user role will be level 5 and it is done. Save. Configurations have been saved. Now we will configure our last twice, which is the switch of side B. Control C, we will create VLAN 20 here. System view, host name, switch, side B, VLAN 20, interface gigabit 0/1/0/1 and port link type access port as VLAN 20 interface gigabit 1/0/48 which is connected with the router and we will make it as a trunk port link type trunk port trunk permit VLAN 20 and 1. Then public key local create RSA user interface device 0 to 4 authentication mode scheme, and then protocol will be SSH, then user role will be level 5 with lo- local user admin 1 password simple root at the rate 1 2 3 4 6, and service type will be SSH server enable save interface VLAN interface 1 IP address will be 192.168.2.1 interface loopback 0 IP address will be 20.20.10.1 OSPF 1 area 0 network 10 dot sorry 20.20.10.0 and network 192.168 and 2.1 2.0. Display current configuration 20.0 okay OSPF 1 area 0 network 192.168.2.0. Now it will think yes. Okay, now we didn't configure ACL on our router and switch off side B. Let me SSH 192.168.2.2 admin 1 root at the rate 1 2 3 4 5 6. You can see I am able to access router of site B. Similarly, I'll try to access the router of switch of site B. SSH 192.168.2.1 admin 1 root at the rate 123456. Here you can see switch of site B. Now let me show you another thing from PC6. SSH, I'll try to access the router of site B 192. Sorry, let me access this router from the loopback interface. Admin 1 root at the rate 123456. Here you can see that I'm able to access the router of site B from our PC6. Now let me show you another thing. I'll try to access the router of site A, which has a controlled access via HCL. Let me check whether I am able to access that router from PC6, as I configured the ACL only for the PC5 in router of site A. SSH 10.10 dot 20.1, I think. Let me check. Admin 1. Sorry, its success was for 192.168.1.2. Admin 1. No, you can see that it is denying all the requests from this PC6. Let me dis display ACL. ACL is this destination port. Is 2 times matched. Display ACL. Okay. Admin 1. Okay friends, this is how you can configure the control SSH and Telnet access on HPE and H3C switches. If you have any query regarding this lab, you can contact me in my you can contact me or text me in the comments. I'll try my level best to answer you people. Thank you.